Hey guys, this is Andrew from Holy Mammoth Barbecue. It's my inaugural video for this channel. I want to show you guys how I cook barbecue and show you guys a little tips and tricks on how to get some great going barbecue. Today we're going to be cooking some baby back ribs. We're going to be doing ribs three different ways. We're going to be doing a dry rub, a sauce rub, and then we're also just going to be doing a straight salt and pepper OG style rib. So let's get going. All right, guys. All right, guys. So like I said, we've got three racks of ribs here. Big shout out to my buddy Oscar. He actually went and picked these up yesterday at Costco for me because I was stuck at work. So thank you, Oscar. Really appreciate it. So like I said, we're gonna use three simple rubs. We're gonna do a dry rub. We're gonna do a rub that we're gonna end up saucing a little bit later, and then we're also gonna be doing just a normal salt and pepper Texas style OG ribs. So the first one I'm actually gonna start off with though is the regular dry rub. So first you're gonna get whatever your favorite rub is. I love Meat Church. It's my favorite rubs in the whole wide world. They don't pay me to say that, but I absolutely love them. Matt Pittman, if you're listening, I love your stuff, man. So the first one we're gonna use today is our honey hog. It's got a sweet flavor to it. It's got some honey dust in there. It's gonna add just that nice. It goes great with pork, obviously. Hog. There you go. Season to your heart's content. Season how you like things. And we're gonna start this off real quick. So we got the first rack of ribs here. Important thing you want to do is you want to make sure to, especially on these baby backs, there's a thin membrane on here. I already took these off, but what you want to do is you grab a butter knife, you just kind of get in there with a dry paper towel, and you just rip them off. It's real simple, real easy. I always want to start off with the bone side. That's the side that's going to go on the bottom of the smoker. It's the side you're not really going to see that much. So I always start seasoning that one. You just want to do a generous seasoning. I like to do, nice off the table so you can get a nice even coat. Make sure to get the sides. All right. And then we're going to flip them over. This is our presentation side right here. This is the side that's going to we want to make sure it looks nice and pretty at the end of the day. So that's why we do that one last. Again, just nice, casual coating. Keep it even. And that is that for that rub. We're going to let this sit in here for about 15 minutes. So we'll just set that one off to the side while we move on to the next one. This one we're going to be saucing a little bit later today. So we're going to do something a little bit different. What I like to start off with these ones is just some Lowry seasoning salt. Lowry's is great on everything. I guarantee you that if you go into 90% of any big barbecue chain, they're using Lowry's somewhere, shape, or form. We're going to start off by doing I apologize, we're going to start off bone side up. Going to go in there, do a light dusting with the Lowry's. Now this one we're going to build some layers on it. So I do a light dusting of the Lowry's. And then I'm going to come in with, again, Meat Church, Honey Hog Hot. Or sorry, Honey Barbecue. We're going to try that one out. And again, we're just going to do a light coating on that. This has got some bacon flavor to it, so it's going to just go great with ribs. Again, Matt Pittman, if you're listening, I love your stuff, man. And then the last thing I'm going to use is Gospel. Again, this is another Meat Church product. It's pretty much like a good all-purpose rub. I love it. It's got good pepper base to it. So we're just going to kind of, as you can see, those nice, beautiful peppercorns sitting there. Sorry about the ambulances going by. All right. I'll flip these over real quick. And then do the same to the other side. So again, start off with the Lowry's. The Lowry's is great too because it'll actually give it the ribs this really great color to it, this nice mahogany color to it. I think looks great. And again, we'll go with that honey bacon. and the gospel. And as you guys can see, our rubs that we did earlier, they're already starting to, that salt's already starting to pull out the moisture in the ribs and making them looking nice and glossy. That's how you want them to look when you put them on the rib, on the smoker. So again, we're gonna set these ones off to the side here real quick, and we'll move on to our last one. Like I said, we're gonna go OG with these ones. This is gonna be salt and pepper ribs. So again, we're gonna start presentation side down first. I like to use kosher salt. It's great. It's got nice crystallization. What I like to do with it is I kind of just put it in my hand, and that allows me to kind of just see where I'm at and shake it to my heart's content, put it where I need it. I like to put the salt down first, again, because it helps pull out that moisture, and it'll actually dissolve into the meat. And then when I come back over with the pepper will adhere better. So that side's looking pretty good. I've got some coarse black pepper, some 16 mesh black pepper. We're gonna use some of that over here. If I can get this open, there we go. And again, just do a nice general. This will help build that great bark on these ribs. So these ribs will actually have a nice, good looking bark on them when we're done. All right. And now comes the secret ingredient on salt and pepper ribs. I guarantee you that if you go into any sort of, Texas barbecue joint, they're going to tell you that they only use salt and pepper. That's a lie. They have a secret ingredient. It's called garlic powder. Garlic powder is going to go great. And again, we're just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. And it's just going to add that great flavor to those ribs. All right. Flip these over. Grab my salt. Again. Just go nice and gentle. Come back in with pepper. And last but not least, some garlic powder. All right, guys, so there we have it. We have ribs rubbed 3 ways. We've got our traditional dry rub with the honey hog right there for you. We got our ones that we'll be doing some sauce on a little bit later today. This has got the honey bacon on it and some Lowry's. And then we got some OG salt and pepper right there for you. I'm going to let these adhere for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to get them on the smoker. We're going to be rocking the smoker today at 275. And yeah, we'll check back in as soon as we're let these adhere. See you guys soon. All right, guys, so I got the Traeger here. It's rocking at 275. We're gonna get these ribs on. We're gonna put them on for about 3 hours. Maybe come out here and do a spritz or once or twice during that cook. And then we're gonna check them, see where they're at, and see if they're ready to wrap at that point. So let's get these on the grill. Salt and pepper. This will be our dry rub right here for you. And this will be our sauce one right here for you. I'm also rocking a smoke tube just to give a little extra smoke there. Just to kind of help add that extra smoke in there. But we'll just get these closed up and we'll come check on them in about 3 hours, guys. Alright guys, so we're going to be checking up on the ribs. It's been about an hour and a half that they've been on the smoker. Just give them a quick check, see how they're doing, maybe give them a quick spritz. So let's check it out, okay? Alright, give me 1 second here. Alright, let's check this out real quick. Alright. So So we kind of move things around a little bit. This would be the one we're going to sauce right here. As you can see, it's getting some nice coloring on there. You can see that pepper on there, really good. This is the one we're going to do the dry rub. Again, you can see that nice mahogany color going on there. And this is our salt and pepper ribs right there for you. They're looking a little dry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spritz them. I've got right here is equal parts of apple cider vinegar and some apple juice. You guys can use whatever you guys want. Some water. I like using apple cider and apple juice. It just kind of adds to that flavor there. And we're going to give just a quick spritz. You don't want to spritz too hard because that's going to knock off all that bark you've been working on. But just get them nice and looking so they don't dry out. Especially with these shallow cuts of meat, they dry out kind of easily. Alright, we'll check back up on them in another hour and a half when we wrap them. Alright guys, the ribs have been on the smoker now for about 3 hours. We're going to check them out, see if they're ready to wrap. Alright guys, as you can see, the ribs are getting some nice color on there. Starting to get a little pullback on the bones there. I've got the probe in there. It's reading at 174 right now, so these are good to wrap. We're going to pull these off and get them wrapped, and I'll be checking back in here in just a moment. Alright guys, so right here's the ribs that we're going to be putting the sauce on a little bit later. I've already got the other two wrapped and ready to go. I'm going to quick show you guys what I do for all my wraps. All my wraps are pretty much the same. What we're going to do is we're going to take some butter and some brown sugar. We're going to put them on the bottom there just like that. And you just want to get a good little base going there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the ribs and we're actually going to place them meat side down, so presentation side down on top of that little mixture. And what that's going to do is it's going to let all that the sugar and the butter to melt, and when it melts it's just going to coat over the top of the ribs just like, and create a nice little sticky glaze going on over there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap them up. Make sure you keep remembering of what side is the bone side. That's the side we're going to put on the bottom of the we're going to put them back on the grill, meat side down. So remember which side the bone is, and then that way we know which side we're going to put it back up. So I'm going to wrap these up real quick, and then I'm going to get these back on the grill. Alright guys, so we got all the ribs, they're all nicely wrapped. When you wrap them, you want to use double foil. That way you're helping keep everything sealed in there. What I do is I just wrap them up from the top and just keep them like that. So these are going to go back on the grill, on the smoker for another 2 hours or so. And when we come back in, we'll check to see where they're at, check to see for doneness. Right now they're rocking a temp of about 180. Finish time or finish temp I want about 200, 205. But we're also going to be checking for tenderness and to see the pliability of the bones and stuff like that. So I'll show you guys more of that when we get closer to that time. Alright, check them back in later. Alright guys, so these ribs have been sitting in here now for another 2 hours. They are starting to feel pretty good. When you're checking on ribs, what you want to look for is you want to check to see if they're pliable. So like you can see like there's a good little bend coming out of these, right? And that's a good first impression of, hey, my ribs are done. The next thing you want to do, you want to get yourself an instant read thermometer, kind of like this. You don't really want to, you know, temp is good. Yeah, you want to check the temps and stuff like that. These are currently reading right about 200 right there. But what you're really checking for is you want to check to see if they are tender. So what you're doing is you're kind of just poking in there, you're feeling around, and these are all feeling pretty like butter. There's no resistance whatsoever. It's going right through there. So these ribs are ready to come off. The sauce ribs have one more extra step, and I will show that to you here in just a moment. Alright guys, so these two ribs right here, these are the dry rub and the salt and pepper. They're going to be resting for about a half an hour or so. These are my sauce ribs right here. I'm going to actually unwrap these real quick, put them back on the smoker, and we're going to put some sauce on them and get them glazed up real quick. So give me 1 second here and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Now these are really hot, so be careful guys. I should be wearing gloves. You know, I like to live life on the edge a little bit. Those are what they're looking like right now. It looks freaking amazing to me. right, guys. So that's what they look like right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get these back on the pit. I'm gonna brush them over with some sauce, and we'll go from there, okay? All right, guys. So to sauce up these ribs, what we're gonna do is I got some barbecue sauce right here. I'm just gonna come over here real quick and I'm gonna do a quick glaze over it. Just let it sit for about 10, 15, 20 minutes and let it tack up. And then we'll let them rest and we'll go from there. So all you gotta do is get yourself a nice little basting brush here, grab some sauce, and you're just gonna baste it on just like that. I like to keep it simple with my barbecue sauce. I'll probably have another video here where I'll show you how I make my own barbecue sauce. It's really good, really delicious. I had a little accident here. The rib started just falling apart on me. But that's okay. Every once in a while you gotta have a little accident. You just keep going, chugging along. Food's gonna taste delicious. So just like that. I like to kind of get it around all the edges. And this is the part too where you want to watch where your strokes are. Gives that good presentation here. I like to kind of go this way, paint the fence as you will. Probably just dated myself with that Karate Kid reference right there. Alright, that's looking pretty good to me right there. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up, let it sit for a tack up for another 10 minutes. I'll come pull these and then we'll show you the results here at the end. Alright guys, so ribs are done resting. Let's take a look at them real quick. So these right here, these are your salt and pepper ribs. They got this gorgeous color on them. Really, really good. See that nice pullback on those bones there? Looking really nice. This right here is our dry rub. Again, nice, beautiful color on there. Got some nice pullback on the bones right there. You can see that it's nice and glistening. So what I did is when I unwrapped it, I just flipped them over and I let all that juice that was basically pulling on the bottom of the aluminum foil just kind of glaze the top of these and give them that nice sheen, that nice color that you're looking for right there. All right. And then here is our sauced ribs. As you can see, that barbecue sauce is tacked up real nice on there. Again, nice dark mahogany color. A little accident of our ribs falling apart there, but you know, it's all good. It's all barbecue. All right, and we're gonna get these cut up here in just a moment. We got about 2 more minutes of resting. Alright guys, so ribs are done. I'll show you real quick here what we got going on here. So right here, this is our sauce rib right here. As you can see, the sauce is nice and tacked up on there. Looking really nice, really pretty. This right here is going to be our dry rub. As you guys can see, looks really, really nice. Nice and juicy right there for you. And then this right here is our salt and pepper rub. As you can see, it's got a nice beautiful smoke ring in there and just looks like a good Texas barbecue rib right there for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and try these out for you, so you guys know just how amazing they are. Wish you guys could smell them because they smell amazing. I'm going to start off with We'll start off with the dry rub rib. Uh, Again, that's that honey hog from Meat Church that I like. It's really, really good. Let's just try that out real quick. As you guys can see, nice fall off the bone there. Good pull. It tastes delicious, guys. I wish you guys were here. I got my little taste tester right there. I know I'm doing good cooking. Anytime I'm doing good cooking, she comes running. So she'll be getting to try some of this in a little bit. Next, I'm gonna try that salt and pepper, that OG Texas barbecue right there. Let's just try that one out real quick. Again, really good. Made it a little overcooked, a little too tender, but I like it. It's not winning any competitions anytime soon. Um, but this is more for backyard, just good old eating ribs, and this is good for me. The flavor is fantastic. It's not overly salty, not overly peppery. Good bark. It's really, 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 really delicious. I'm actually gonna go in for another bite here. Man, that's good. All right, last one. This is the sauce ribs. Anywhere I've gone and have ribs, they're usually a sauced rib. You go to like Applebee's or Chili's or anything like that. Baby back ribs. Come on, you're gonna get some good sauced ribs. So let's try that out real quick. Man, these are looking good. That is really, really good. That one was right next to that smoke tube that I had going. So it's got a really prominent smoke flavor to it. But you're really getting that barbecue sauce. It's nice and tangy on there. It's really, really good. Good little pull there, little bite. You can see the nice bite marks right there for you. And yeah, guys, this is really, really good. I'm gonna probably finish this up here in just a minute and give you guys some final thoughts. All right, guys. So that was my my rib video, showing you guys how I make my ribs. Um, this is gonna be a barbecue channel where I'm gonna show you guys what I do, things I like, things I don't like. I'm also open for you guys want to leave some comments. Tell me something you guys think I could do better, something I can maybe change it up. I'm willing to try anything. This is gonna be I'm gonna try and get this barbecue channel going pretty regularly. It all depends on work schedules and finances and things like that. But I want to try and post some stuff for you guys to watch. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe my channel, Holy Mammoth Barbecue. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Make sure you guys turn notifications on so you guys get notified when I do update. And we'll have some fun with this barbecue channel, guys. I'm hoping to make this a thing for me. So please, please, please leave me comments. Help out with that algorithm. Help me get this channel going. I really appreciate it, guys. And always have fun. Today is May 4th, so for all my Star Wars fans out there, may the 4th be with you.